In this video, we're gonna give you a quick tour of this mod that's meant for propane storage, but we're gonna be able to show off our 36-inch dual swinger man door. We got a couple of our new version 2 windows. We got a ton of BigAir60 vents with the bug screen, and then our solar powered skylights. Stay tuned, hope you learned something. Welcome inside. Here we have a modified non-insulated container. This is probably one of the most in-depth non-insulated mods that we've done in a while anyway. And so this is going to be utilized for propane storage, a hazardous gas and very flammable gas. And this thing, you know, in a disaster, it could become an issue. A lot of firefighters actually get injured from fires inside of shipping containers, and the reason is because they're not very well ventilated, and often the doors blow off a container and become missiles, and they're very heavy and they have killed firefighters before. So if you're storing hazardous materials in shipping containers, even you personally, you'll want to make sure that it is ventilated. So anything like just a lawnmower's gas tank that's vented, or a snowmobile, or if you're storing jerry cans inside of there, you're definitely going to want to make sure you have proper ventilation, and there's no shortage of it in this shipping container. So with these 42-inch version 2 windows that we have, they can be opened and left open, and then this is obviously a massive vent. I don't think that's the intention for this. This is more actually for lighting. You're going to have 3 forms of redundant lighting in here. We're going to have windows. We got our BigAir Skylight vents, and then they're also going to wire this thing with explosion-proof electrical, and they do that by mounting everything to our modular interior system. So we have our MSS single brackets where we just span straight across the roof. These things are awesome. A lot of people only really know about our CSM brackets, but here at the Container Guy, we pretty much fully switched to only using these MSS brackets. So if you're looking to purchase brackets, take a look at those and try them out, because there's the singles and the doubles, or the two-way bracket, which can mount and run strut channel across and downwards. Here it probably would have been wise to run strut downwards in my opinion, because if they're storing propane bottles, they have the strut channel, and now they could mount beautiful heavy duty steel shelving to put all the propane tanks on. But who knows, maybe it's a big mining company, so maybe they have their own already system for storing these things, and they just need the envelope, and that's what we've built them. We walked into our 36-inch dual swinger man door there, and that has the full, or the half glass. That's a huge, beautiful opening there that provides additional light in here. And then all of these big air vents, they also allow a little bit of light in. A lot of places for air to escape. So whether the propane's heavier or lighter than air, I'm not too sure, but that will either it'll intake and exhaust and get out of here if a bottle was to be leaking. We're not quite done in here, so what we are going to do yet is put a rubberized flooring inside of here, and we're gonna actually tape up a couple inches. So we're probably gonna come right to the bottom of these vents, and we'll put the rubberized liner to give it a little bit of a baseboard. Because there's no liquids in here, that's not quite as important, but it's just good practice. Typically we'll go up 6 inches when we spray on a bed liner on the existing container floor. Another thing is prep too. So on these one-time use shipping containers, a lot of times there's different flooring types now that come in these. This here, I think it's like a laminated finished eco bamboo flooring, and I think it's less expensive for the manufacturers in China. And when they're doing these one-time use shipping containers, they'll elect to go with this type of flooring, but it's very smooth, and it doesn't have, you know, like a blasted finish or anything. And so there's concern that if you put a rubber layer on here, it would just all delaminate separately. So we'll have to go over this with like a palm sander or something just to give it a bit of grit for that coating to adhere to the flooring. Another thing while I'm down here, this is our BigAir60 vent. So this thing here is 17.5 inches tall, and it has the bug screen on it. So this, a lot of times we call it a mesh screen. In the United States, there's a ton of little tiny bugs that we don't really have here in Canada, but it seems like, you know, 2 out of 3 customers who purchase these elect to go with this bug screen. So it's just an interior shroud, and it has the same mesh screen that your screen door on your patio door at your home has. And then if we jump up, actually up high here, I think I mentioned all BigAir60s, but this is the BigAir45. So this one here should only be 14 inches tall. So a little bit less square inches of ventilation volume. And this is our standard. So this here, A lot of times, just because in Canada even, but definitely in the United States, people say a 12 by 12 vent, but the corrugations are 11 inches on center. And so an 11 by 14 vent is the same size, fits way better on the outside corrugations of shipping containers. So, you know, the most common vent, we probably sell 80% of our vents are this one. And then some people that do want a little bit extra, they'll go with the BigAir60. And we also have a BigAir30, which is even shorter. Some people are concerned about just even this size of hole, that child or a teenager would be able to squeeze their shoulders into that hole, and they want a smaller vent. So that's where those BigAir30s come into play. We had to pull the container outside to really appreciate how these BigAir Skylight vents actually let all this light in. So when you look up at these things and the sun's shining directly on them, it's like looking at a 100-watt bulb. And what I really like about this modification is we were able to design this whole thing using planmycan.com. So we can actually select the things like the windows, the door, and the vents and move them exactly where they can go on the shipping container, and it will not allow us to put them where they cannot go. So let's jump back inside the shop and finish off this tour. Developed this vent here, the Skylight vent, and I tried it out. Just looking at the vent, I was like, it'd be a little Mickey Mouse, or I wasn't too sure because I'm not a huge fan of cutting holes in the roof of containers. But once I installed it and I looked at it and I saw how much light it brought into the container, totally changed my mind. I actually really like these things, even though you do run a risk of there being leakage there. So it's a maintenance item. It's something you need to check on your sealants all throughout the life of your container. But if you're buying a used container, often you need to do a daylight test, even just in used containers, because they get pinholes. So you got to keep an eye on them. A lot of times like a rubberized gravel guard or a box liner spray, close those up. But here, just your sealant, make sure that you're maintaining your Skylight vents if you're using them. But at the back of 40-foot shipping containers, it gets super dark at the back, and that's where these things come in handy. So if you're looking for a ventilation solution for your used 40-foot shipping container, especially if it has that dark maroon colored interior, one of these with two BigAir45 vents further towards the front of the container down low, that really works well. It gives you that light at the back of your 40, and it gives you that cross flow ventilation where it intakes down low and then gets all that hot air up out of this vent. So I hope you enjoyed this quick tour of this mod that we did. I know you're probably not looking to store propane or a full container of propane, but if you're interested in purchasing any of these mods, you can find them on Container Modification World's website, or check us out at tcg.ca. Hope you learned something.